Anyway, in news of Hallelujiah Street and Hallelujiah Place and news of Waipahu Street, so news of Hallelujiah Place and Waipahu Street is that the new verse, the other verse with Matthew Roderick has about a Bob Sagan in it, which means that it's kind of inductive that we saw a lot of Hallelujiah Place and Waipahu Street inductive stuff. Okay, we're going to see a lot of inductive stuff as my voice goes lower. And we're going to see it happen in a counterpoint way. But what we're going to see it mostly is just walking into 7-Eleven and walking out. So we're going to walk in the door and we're going to walk out of 7-Eleven. And this is going to make the way for a lot of different types of projects. Okay, and this is going to make the way for that. The Metaverse had about two different ones. You had a Les Paul, you had a Fender, and we had a Yamaha. The thing about a Yamaha guitar is that when it's scratched, it goes off the end of the metatarsal. There's just a lot of metatarsal that goes on the way, and that just came on the recording. It went on the way. So I was thinking to myself, I should just buy a whole bunch of cameras and just get our inductive thing. Remember Matthew Roderick? He had that film too, yeah, where there was a lot of sentences. And then when he found that there was a farm full of cows, and that the Yamaha goes in right there and it just slides in, and it doesn't really last as long as the Fender. If you're looking for something with nylon to really steel strings, that's really something that is, yeah. The steel strings had a lot. Remember in Maui they had a pickup, so remember that's why we have steel strings up on the guitar. It's going to make us go all the way up the slack key, and it's going to make us go all the way up there. So that's why, me carrying a lot is going to carry a lot of the Fender, and it's going to carry a lot of the Les Paul as well. Why? Well, because the 13th fret, has all of those notes, but then when you looked at the 20th fret, we saw that it can go into one cable, into a second cable, and then it goes into another string, which means it could possibly be invalid. So that's why we have two different strings. This string and that one. That's why I didn't do it. But remember when he had Kaleidoscope, they didn't really match as well with Matthew Redman. When Matthew Redman just did that thing, he did that. One chord, yes. When the music fades, all is stripped away, and it simply comes. Longing just to bring, when I have the word bring, it reminds me of that Frida and Diego thing. And this is the guy with the ink of the 9/11 towers. And this is one I saw on my English textbook, which is about $92, which is horrendously terrible. But the one about it is that it says that Mount Rushmore is the biggest mountain ever. But then we see, well, it could stop. It could stop. It couldn't stop us from visiting the Wyland picture, like I have in the background of me. Wyland pictures with all the different types of starfish and dolphins and other types of goldfish that are on there. These are a little bit of grotesque types of fish that have been underwater and we have not seen them. Let me see. Let me rephrase that. There's a lot of primordial fishes that we have not yet discovered. Remember when Matthew Redman made that? He probably didn't think of the Babylonians trying to break into the city wall while Nebuchadnezzar took Jehoiakim as king. I want to spread my wings up high. That gave me a lot of headaches, and that's why we're here.